Hello friends, welcome to here in the essay class. Today is the orientation session on this essay class. First of all, I, Sunil Gupta, a normal human being like you, welcome you. I would like to introduce myself first. I am the director of Inspirationiasacademy Academy. The academy so far has created 600 plus selections in civil services examination for the last 10 years. The academy is getting its distinction in civil services examination, particularly in public administration, GS and the essay paper is concerned. For the essay, this academy has launched essay enrichment program in 2007. Since then, many students have joined the essay programs. The evaluation of this program has been the students are getting average 55% of the marks. Maximum marks is scored by one of my students, that is Mukta Arya. She got 48th rank in civil services examination 2008. She got 140 out of 200 marks. It means the 70% of the marks in essay paper. Friends, essay paper is concerned. What I feel that this is very different kind of the paper in civil services examination. The approach to writing an essay in civil services examination is completely different from writing the essay in SSC, in bank PU, in CAT examination is concerned. So friends, many examinations have essay papers, but the approach to write an essay paper in every examination depends upon the syllabus of examination, demand of the examination, and demand of automatically the commission's requirements. It is our fortunate that superprops.com has given us to link each other, to have interactive to each other through the information technological revolution. In the orientation session, I will just make the discussion about the general idea about the essay. What is the syllabus and focus of essay is concerned. Second, we will discuss here the trend analysis of the essay since 1994 when it was introduced. Where the focus is required. What is the strategy to write an essay? I will discuss there and thereafter. At last, I will discuss the process to write the essay. Very interesting fact that essay writing is not a hectic process. It is systematic process. Stages are required to write an essay. Stages are to be followed while writing an essay, and competence depends upon how you are going to get the clutch on each and every stages, each and every processes, what automatically you are going to define the essay paper. So friends, I would like to just start this discussion with some introduction to the essay paper is concerned. So introduction to essay paper in civil services examination. Introduction to essay in civil services examination. Friends, it was 1994 when the first time UPSC has introduced general essay paper in civil services main examination on the recommendation of Satish Chandra committee, the committee that has been constituted by Government of India in order to see the reforms in recruitment process of the civil services examination. Friends, after introduction of general essay paper in 1994, laid foundation of different orientation of the preparation. The paper has become so scoring that many persons scored 75% marks in the essay paper. When it was introduced in 1994, at that time the marks was 200 and there was no time limit to explain your essay paper in the answer sheet. There was no space limit to write the answer. Time limit was there, but space limit was not there. You can explain whatever you want to explain in your papers. But later on, in 2013, the syllabus was getting revised at that time. And under the new pattern of syllabus, essay paper got 250 marks. In 2013, the first examination was conducted under the new pattern, where only one essay had to write not more than 2,500 words. Means word limit came into being for the first time in 2013. Only one essay was there. Among so many essays, only one essay you have to write. One topic you have to write under the essay. But in 2014, again 2 essays you have to write. Word limit has also been mentioned. For one essay, the word limit was mentioned in the question paper. That was 1,000 to 1,200 words. So, word limits came into being, multiplicity of essay came into being, and so automatically still it is going to continue. So friends, so many changes have been taken in civil services examination. As far as the scoring pattern is concerned, this is the one of the most important papers that has capability to score more than 70%. It is very difficult to score 70% in GS paper or the optional paper, but you can easily score 60% at least in GS paper and 70% plus score in this paper also, if strategically you are going to describe each and everything. So friend, you should understand here, this particular paper is not a part of neglect, not a part of negligence. If you neglect this particular paper, your strategic preparation will get hampered. Second important point you should note here, many persons are going to think there is no need of practice in essay paper. I will just sit in examination, I will start the writing the essay paper. What the essay paper? One topic is there, I will just think about the topic, I will put in the examination hall. Friends, if you have such kind of attitude, I guarantee you it is very difficult to score more than 40% of the marks, because essay itself requires some training, some learning, some automatically practice, some conditioning of the mind also. If you are not automatically follow the process, it is very difficult to attain good marks in this paper is concerned. Today we are meeting to make the discussion upon each and everything on this paper is concerned. So let us start our discussion with analysis of the syllabus of civil services examination. So first important is said to be what is called the focus of the syllabus. This is called the focus of syllabus of civil services examination for the essay paper is concerned. Friends, if you go through the syllabus content of the essay paper in main examination for civil services examination, you may find out it has mentioned basically 5 important points that are required to fulfill the demand of the essay paper. 5 important points are there. The first important point mentioned here, depth of subject matter. This is called depth of subject matter. Subject matter. It means whatever you selected the topic, you should have in-depth knowledge about the topic. It should be close to you, close to your perception, close to your attitude, close to your thinking. That is very important fact. If you are taken women empowerment as the topic, then women empowerment you should have the in-depth idea about it. Its criticism also, its relevance also, its initiatives also, everything automatically you should have idea about it. That is the focus of the syllabus. You should have the depth of the subject matter. Second important thing what mentioned here, arrangement of ideas. Arrangement of ideas in logical and very important is said to be orderly manner. In orderly manner. Orderly manner. It means, friend, you have to arrange your ideas, because if you are going to write anything, ideas have to come in mental map. If you have to write something, then second idea, then third idea, maybe possibly there should be the hodgepodge situations. In many seminars perhaps you attended, sometimes the person who has to address the meeting is getting very confused. First he has to say criticism, then it has to say relevance, then it has to say, then he has to relevance, then automatically what is the subject. This is very hodgepodge situation automatically they are going to follow. But the good orators are those orators who present ideas in very logical and very systematic manner. Flow of presentation is going to happen. People are going to listen to him one by one, step by step, with interest. That is important. So ideas, if you have, doesn't matter. How to put your ideas in logical manner, this matters in the essay paper. It is not my statement, it is a statement mentioned in the syllabus of the essay paper that is required. Third important thing what is required here, writing in concise manner. Writing in concise manner. Concise manner. Friends, everyone is going to write the ideas. You have to put your ideas logically also. But it should be written in very concise manner, very precise manner. You have not to make the duplications unnecessarily. You have not to involve in any kind of bakwas type of system in between. If you put case studies, if you put case histories, if you put initiatives of government, if you put any challenges has to come on the issue, then everything should be written in such a form that it may create very logical synchronization with prices or written. Prices manner, you and everything mentioned in the essay presentation. Elaboration doesn't mean superfluity should come. No superfluity should come. Everything should be done under the boundary of the essay. Conciseness has to come whenever you follow the demand of the topic. Very important fact. Fourth important matters mentioned here, effectiveness in presentation. Effectiveness in presentation. Effectiveness in presentation is the fourth important focal point mentioned in the syllabus. It means if you are going to write in such a way that it may feel boring to read, very hodgepodge in reading, the person is not happy to have emotional attachment to that particular literature. I am giving you one example here. Have you gone through the novel reading, upanyas? If you read the novel, sometimes literature has to catch your emotion. If you are going to study the novel, reading the novel, and immediately someone is getting disturbed, you may feel very aggressive against. Reason is, at that particular time, the presentation has catched your emotion. Friends, it is effectiveness of presentation. Effectiveness of presentation always follow the flow of presentation in very logical manner, interesting manner, lucid manner. These are the facts. And the fifth important, what is called exact expression of thought. Exact expression of thought. Expression of thought. Many a times the expression is out of the thinking. Your thinking is in different dimension and your expression is in different dimension. Inconsistencies have to come. But for the essay presentation, it is very important. Whatever you are writing, it should be matched with your thought. It is possible only when you should have the clear thought about the topic. Clear thought always leads to clear expression. If thought is getting confused, expression will never be clearly expressed. Essay will not be presented in very logical and very synchronized manner. So it is very important your thoughts should be very clear about the topic. Your thought itself requires the planning to present each and everything in very logical manner. So it is very important point is to be noted. These are points mentioned in the syllabus of civil services examination. And friend, I would like to say you that you have to understand these particular points. I think you understood these points, and then your presentation would be based upon that particular points only. The depth of subject matters, arrangement of ideas in logical manner, writing in concise manner, not in very superfluous manner, effectiveness in presentation, interesting and emotional, not automatically boring and mechanical type, and exact expression of thought, Means the clear thought and clear expression should be there. This is the syllabus content. If you are going to follow all the contents of the syllabus in synchronized manner, I guarantee you to score at least of 70% of the marks. Now, let us automatically move with the trend analysis of the syllabus. This UPSC examination is concerned. Trend analysis of UPSC paper. Trend analysis. Of UPSC papers is concerned. Essay paper. UPSC essay papers means what? Not NDA, civil services examination papers. Right? Friends, if you go through the 1994 plus, you can say since 1994 up to today, if you analyze the topics given to you in essay, then we found that some trend is going to happen. Some topics are related to the certain aspects, and certain aspects are going to dominate in essay paper in civil services examination. If your preparation upon one of the important aspects or the 2 or 3 aspects, then you will be very comfortable to write an essay. Because in-depth study in all matters is very difficult task. So, if we have idea about upon which aspects the questions are coming, then at least we have to make the command over 2 or 3 aspects. So let us, I am giving you as per analysis. Generally essay topics are coming from the 8 essays, 8 aspects. The purpose of this description is there. You have to understand the aspects, and you have to see, you have to ask the question from the heart, upon which aspect I feel very comfortable. If you are very comfortable on 2 or 3 aspects, then make preparation upon that aspect, the question will come out. And then you will be able to write each and everything in very logical manner. So friend, under trend analysis is concerned, we are finding here the questions are coming from, 8 aspects here. 8 aspects are there. I am going to discuss these particular aspects as far as our analysis since 1994 is concerned. Right? These are the 8 papers are there. The first important is said to be aspect that is coming here. This is called the polity and administration. What is called the polity and governance? Polity and governance aspect is there. Hence, in general, from this aspect, at least one topic is being asked. For example, in 2014, the question was upon the colonial attitude. Colonial attitude, its interaction with the India's success. Governmental aspect is going to happen. Same automatically said to be, powers, responsibility, relationship, that is also being asked. In the previous years, the questions are coming from the civil services also. These are nothing but is a part of the polity and governance. So one question, May it be possible from the civil services, from the colonial impact, from the other impacts are concerned, they may possible. And so automatically said to be, one of the important aspects have to come from this area. If you are feeling that your heart is very close to these areas, then make the preparation based upon that areas, right from the traditional to contemporary too. Second important aspect what I noticed here, what is called the women empowerment. Women empowerment. Empowerment is concerned. Gender justice issue is also being reflected in essay paper. Always there is one topic that is related to empowerment of women section of society. Some of the essays, just like 2012 has asked about the working women issue. Before that, there was women empowerment in Panchayati Raj institutions, women empowerment in social sphere, women empowerment in economic affairs. These particular topics are made tending towards women empowerment. So friends, women empowerment, if you are going to select, you should understand such kind of attitude you should have. Many persons have attitude of male domination, male dominating attitude what is called. And if you are going to select women empowerment, then the thought and expression will get inconsistent. So if you have automatically thinking of women empowerment, women emancipation, you can just select this aspect for the preparation of the essay paper. Third important essay topic is there, what is called science and technology. So one important topic, what automatically aspects have to come here, what is called the science and technology. And technology is concerned. Science and technology, that has been accepted as the one of the important aspect. Generally technical aspects are not being asked. Application aspects are being asked. What is the impact of science and technology upon the national development, upon the human development, upon the defense development? Such kind of system would be there. Means application side has been the focal area of civil services examination in the essay paper. This is very important point, is to be noted. Science and technology includes the information technology, the defense technology, the biotechnology, and other important scientific development in the system. Next important is said to be what is called philosophic orientation. Philosophic aspect. Philosophic aspects are there. This is also one of the important area. Generally philosophic quotations are asked. Just like words are sharper than sword. This is the quotation we used to carry it out since childhood. This had been asked in 2014 examination. Same thing, related to human development, related to moral development. The questions are there, the topics are there. You should understand the philosophic aspects. What is the philosophic demand of the system, and then you can write here. Friends, one thing I would like to tell you. Arrangement of the philosophical facts and ideas requires different approach. Because facts is not dominating much more in the philosophic aspects. Emotions are going to dominate in the philosophic aspects. Examples are going to dominate in philosophic aspects. Your value systems are going to dominate in philosophic aspects. If you feel these particular aspects are very suitable to me, suitable to my heart, you have to accept it. This is one of the important facts. Next important is said to be what is called international issues are concerned. So what is going to happen in the next one? International relation. International relation is concerned. Now relation is there. International relation and issue you can say diplomatic way. So questions are being asked about the UN restructuring of the United Nations. Global environment is concerned. Global position of our country also. This requires in-depth knowledge about international relation. If you feel I am very comfortable in international relation, I have much more idea about approach to handle the relationship. If opinion building is very clear about the nuclear disarmament, very clear about the Indian foreign policy, very clear about the United Nations missions, very clear about the practical dynamics of the international relation, you can accept it. Friends, academic excellence is required while accepting this aspect. Facts are required. And very important, fact is there that approach should be based upon the sovereignty. India's approach you have to put under the essay. No doubt you can go in other alternatives too. But it is very important to have. You have to mention each and everything under the context of India's interest. Although internationalism is also important for the development, many persons are going to write. They are free to express each and everything, but it is expected from you to just explain the essay under the ambit of national interest while promoting the such kind of the topic. For example, if the topic has to say whether India is qualified to be permanent membership in the UN or not, friends, at that particular time it is very harmful if you are go against India's interest. It is better to favor yes, it should be given the permanent status. So friends, such kind of the matter you need to understand while selecting that particular issues on international relation. Next important is said to be what is related to society and culture. This is called society and culture, also known as the socio-cultural issues. Society and culture. Many issues are going to happen in society, having impact upon the family, community, customs, norms, socialization. These particular topics have to come under the social and cultural issues. Women empowerment itself is a socio-cultural issue, but being the political and other touch, it has become very separate type of the issue. So impact of cinema in society, that has to link these two aspects. This is called the society and culture is being read. This is the next important is said to be what is called education issues. So another important is said to be what is called the education issue. Education issue is concerned. Friends, it was also found that education issues are being asked in essay paper. Topics are coming from the educational development. For example, now this time standardization of tests have to come. Whether it is related to excellence in academics, educational system, professionalization of educational system, approach to give the education versus the other trainings, relation between education with socialization, educational institutions' responsibilities, curriculum, modernization, vocationalization, everything automatically has to be asked under the educational issues. Educational issues requires your thinking upon educational excellence. Literal excellence is required. Here, facts are necessary to justify your opinion, but very important, your own views are prominent while putting your ideas in a logical and precise manner. Next important is said to be what is called the economy and economic development. Economic development is concerned. Friends, economic development itself is the very important part. Economic development, it means that is related to agricultural development, industrial development, GDP, GNP, other important development, HDI. Everything automatically may possible to ask the question. Even the question from globalization, economic globalization challenges and everything automatically has to come under the economic development. So this has been the trend analysis of the UPSC's essay paper. These aspects are mentioned. In general, the topics are coming from these aspects. UPSC, in general, uses some of the topics from these aspects. So what is mentioned here, that if you have command over 3 aspects at least, 2 or 3 also, then you may be comfortable to write an essay. Because while you are making the preparation, you need in-depth knowledge, in-depth facts. Without facts, how would you like to just synchronize the system? You should have idea about the in-depth of the subject matter. It was mentioned in the syllabus. So friends, that is the requirement of the system. Now, this is automatically essay. How automatically trend analysis is going to happen in UPSC examination. Now I am going to discuss here some of the important points that strategically you have to take care while you are going to write an essay. So what is called the strategic point to be noted while you are putting the essay in detail. What is the strategic point here? I will make the discussion in the next part. And next part discussion I will just give you that what is the strategy and what stages you should follow while accepting for the essay writing. Under this particular program, I would like to tell you that some essays will be given under the analysis. Analysis I will give you about the essay. Consider one topic is there. How would you analyze the topic in detail? How do you like to brainstorm of this particular topic? How to put your ideas in very logical and synchronized manner? And what do's and what don'ts you have to accept. I will discuss each and everything in the next session. So for the time being, I would like to say bye-bye. Have a nice day. Thank you very much to you all. Thank you very much.